Hey, welcome to Generation X3. I'm your host, John C. Dvorak. I'm here with Andre Preston, Dorian Douglas, and Eddie DeRosa to discuss issues of the day amongst the millennials, which is actually what they are. And we have a story here that says, every hour of TV you watch may shorten your lifespan by 22 minutes. Then it says, study. You wrote this story, or you put this story up. You say you're the one that ran the story.
I did run the story, but I think the headline is...
God. So
I think the headline is not completely accurate.
You know, inaccurate headlines seem to be a plague nowadays. I ran into one the other day that says, based on the Pew study research that came out, it says something like, people don't want to interact anymore. They just want to be, the cell phones are eliminating interaction amongst humans. And it was the headline. And I looked at the study, it was 13% of people, only 13, which is a ridiculously low number. People apparently don't talk as much to their friends as they used to because they have these phones. So it's actually the opposite effect. Yeah. More people, phones are encouraging interaction, they're not discouraging it, which, I don't know, I could be wrong.
I think that, yeah, it's definitely a misleading headline by
why is it misleading?
Study.
It says right here that the average human lifespan drops by 22. How do you know? How can you figure this out?
By minutes. I mean,
how can you figure out how many minutes? Like, do they have a stopwatch on
These
somebody?
are
He dropped dead.
These are Australians over the age of 25. So they've been conducting the study for the last 75 years.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get what he says. What he says is that
25-year-old is
how would you
base
know
level?
if you look studying people that are 25 years old? How would you know that they're going to die 22 minutes per hour earlier when they're not dead yet?
Exactly. The first sample participants in the study must have been growing up with Leave It to Beaver.
But
yeah,
if that
it didn't have, well, and also didn't have 24-hour television.
Yep. Very true.
And was it black and white?
It was probably chain smoking all day.
And they even had to get up off the couch to change
the
channel.
And they had to use their wrist because the channel thing was the thing you moved.
And they're Australian.
So
what was going on in Australia 75 years ago?
You don't get this exercise anymore. You know this?
What is that?
Turning the channel knob on an old TV. Now you're just pushing your thumb. You get carpal tunnel syndrome. It's a disaster. That could be causing a short lifespan.
Exactly, yeah. So you read a little bit farther down this article, and it does say that it's most likely that sitting on your arse all day eating is probably the reason why these folks are dying quicker.
But we don't even know that they are dying quicker.
We don't even know that they are dying quicker, but we can assume that being unhealthy will lead to
But let's say an hour of quality TV, I think it's worth 20 minutes of boring life.
Only he would come up with that. Life, you stink.
TV sucks.
No,
There's
it
something
doesn't.
on TV that you consider better than anything else you could be doing in your life?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like what?
Well, what if I'm not doing anything?
What do you watch on TV?
I like series.
Like what series?
Like sci-fi series.
You watch the Sci-Fi Network?
Well, I used to back when Battlestar Galactica was on.
Battlestar Galactica?
Don't judge.
You like that blonde, didn't you? The one that came up and...
Don't judge. And Eddie, you've never even seen it.
I haven't. I'm not saying that that's not a good show or not. I'm just saying that it's likely
You ever watch Warehouse 13?
there are 18,000
Yes, I
other
do watch
things that
it.
you could be doing that are a lot more entertaining.
We started watching Warehouse 13. So it's like the worst show in the world, but for some reason you end up watching it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not quality, but it's still
very lousy, actually. There's no storyline. The plotting is ridiculously lame, but for some unknown reason, the show has a compelling... I don't know why you want to... But you just want to see how it ends.
See, that's why I like
The
this show.
characters aren't even interesting.
That's exactly why I like this show.
What, this show?
But the characters aren't interesting, no.
I mean, the characters weren't interesting.
No, because, I mean, no matter how many segments... How many segments you have to watch to kill yourself 20 by...
It doesn't say... It's hours. It's hours.
You have to watch the complete season of Generation X3 just to lose
22 minutes.
4 minutes of your life.
So, I think this was a publicity stunt for the shows that they named. They've got Judge Judy mentioned in here. Law and Order SVU. This is just to put into brains of the reader the names of those shows so they'll be reminded to watch.
Yes.
I'm convinced that this is just a publicity stunt.
How long is No Agenda?
No agenda.
long.
2.5 hours.
So every
Twice a week.
Every week you are murdering your
It's not a TV
your
show. It's all
listeners
audio.
by
People are driving their cars.
44
They're listening
minutes.
on the through the iPod.
They're driving, yeah, they're really exercising.
They're driving. It's good. It's good for the
death by no agenda.
foot up, foot. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's true. They're out there.
Yeah, it's something. It's better than sitting there passively watching the television set.
Yeah.
Okay, we beat that one to death. Hopefully, we won't revisit that topic. You've been watching Generation X3.